The SP2 Mode Adjust Falcon shocks were designed to give a wider range of adjustability, which allows you to match your vehicle's specific needs. The internal valve bypasses the piston to create an overall softer shock tuning. This bypass valve can be opened or closed to change between the two modes of soft or performance. The shock is adjusted by rotating the shaft a full 360 degrees when the shaft is fully extended. Rotating clockwise will set the shocks in the performance mode. Performance mode has the same tuning as Falcon shocks without the mode adjust feature. Rotating counterclockwise will set the shocks in the soft mode, which has a tuning about 25% softer than performance mode. We also call this cold mode because it is the mode we suggest driving in when the outside temperature is consistently below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. On Falcon shocks without mode adjust, the oil flows through ports on the piston assembly located at the end of the shaft. This helps create the volume optimized damping found in every Falcon shock. On mode adjust Falcon shocks, the bypass valve is part of the shaft assembly. When open, some of the oil moves through the inside of the shaft, allowing softer compression and rebound. The result is a softer feeling shock that maintains Falcon shock's signature vehicle feedback and low speed control. The bypass valve is opened or closed by rotating the shaft when it is fully extended. By design, it is impossible for the valve to change modes without fully extending the shaft. Piggyback shocks, featuring a cartridge adjuster, like the fast adjust knob, still maintain a full range of adjustability from soft to firm. Install the upper end of the front shock using the factory hardware. If installing a piggyback shock, you will need to trim the fender liner before you can install the top end. Exact instructions on how to do this are included with the shocks. Make sure the shaft of the shock is fully extended. On this vehicle, we will set the mode to soft/cold. We will do this by rotating the shaft a full 360 degrees to the left or counterclockwise. As you can see, the shock eyelet does not align perfectly with the bracket. Align the lower eyelet with the shock mount by continuing to rotate in the same direction. Rotating back in the opposite direction will immediately cause the mode to switch. When rotating, it's easy to feel the mode switch, but it's recommended that you rotate the shaft a full 360 degrees to ensure that the bypass valve is open completely. Rotating back in the opposite direction will immediately begin to close the valve. This is why we say rotate in the same direction to align the lower shock eyelet. Make sure the offset eyelet faces toward the front of the vehicle, and install the lower eyelet using the factory hardware. This offset provides spring mount clearance on vehicles with increased caster. Install the upper end of the rear mode adjust Falcon shocks. The process for setting the mode on the rear shocks is the same as with the front. Rotate the shock a full 360 degrees to the left or counterclockwise to set the mode to the soft/cold mode. If the eyelet does not align with the bracket, continue to rotate the shaft in the same direction. Rotating back in the opposite direction will immediately change the mode. Make sure the roost guard is oriented in the correct direction with the Falcon logo facing forward, and use the factory hardware to install the lower eyelet.